Wafflestick, and welcome back to my Minecraft survival series from the WayStone server. We are currently on Season 2, Episode 39. Wow, how about that? Something, isn't it? We're over at the Redstone Village, and I had completely removed the villagers because, well, they were getting annoying. And I was like, I was over here in the corner like, hey, we should probably take care of this problem, you know, just real quick. And now that everyone knows, I don't feel so bad. But yes, they were getting in my mine carts and all of that, the empty ones that were coming up, and it was just getting annoying. They were getting in the system. I think it's better just to keep them separated. But I wanted to discuss this just a minute before we do begin today's project, which is going to take place over at my base. The villagers that I had gotten to my system and tested this out with weren't that great, so I disposed of them. I noticed a couple of things. We're missing a powered rail on this one. The powered rail on the pickup system's a little bit strong, so they'll go into like the third slot sometimes. And if we were to go underneath the trading booths, go ahead and pluck this button if we can. Boom. And they will fall down onto this rail, which, ooh, there's another potential problem, huh? Oh, that's not good. What was I thinking? I got to push that back now. There's another problem. And this, like when they land on this powered rail, sometimes they do not want to initiate speed and they'll just sit there. You have to move them. So there's a lot to fix with this system. I kind of slapped it together. It's my own fault. And you know, this is my first one, so it's a learning experience. We've got a couple of villagers in the system. And I can't wait to come back to this and get it fixed because I love the Redstone Village project. It's been one of my favorite projects. I started it with a live stream. And man, I've had a lot of fun with it. But let's go ahead and begin a real project today, which is going to be over at my base. And hopefully we will do a successful job of landing. Oh, for some reason, every time I come over at my base, I'm always like, plump, plump, just like flopping on the ground. But over here at my brewer station, which we still got to complete itself, we've got a lot of unfinished projects that we need to get done. We have circuit prongs now. I had implemented these because I thought it looked cool, sort of like these. And I put sea lanterns on all of the corners so there wouldn't be any mobs spawning on them. And it looks cool. I mean, I didn't think the circuit prongs would look that great as an arch like that, but those look pretty cool, more like wiring. I kind of like that. But today we're going to be working on this side and also doing the prongs on that too. We're going to be doing the Nether Wart farm, which is something I've been wanting to get done because that way we'll have most of our system complete and we could just drop in our items that we need for this brewer. Oh, I can't wait to get it done so we can have some potions to play around with. I mean, I got some stuff in one of my shulker boxes, not this one. This is like my backpack I had made. I was like, I need a shulker box for my inventory. I'm always needing extra space. I have too many items in my inventory. I want to try to keep it a little bit more organized. I think it was one of these shulker boxes. Yeah, this one had a bunch of puffer fishes. I've been, began collecting stuff that would go into a brewer, which I'm going to move that so I won't forget where it's at, over to my brewer station. And we need to begin work on this Nether Wart farm. Let me go ahead and devise a plan in creative, which I think I have a pretty common design that people use, which is just like the snake effect in the water. I mean, it's a very simple farm to make. So let's go ahead and drop a schematic for this. And he returns. He returns. Go away, please. Don't do this to me today. Nope, not here. This is my beautiful base. Well, there's another issue we've got to fix. Lighting. So for our Nether Wart farm, we have marked out where the water is going to fall so it'll flow onto this block. And we can have our hopper system going into a chest to pick them all up. And, this is going to be a simple project, so I'm just going to do a time lapse on it. That way we can get to another project. So let's go ahead and get this started. I think I got everything I need. Yeah. All my building blocks. And I don't know how pretty this is going to look, but I'll try to think of a design that looks a little bit appealing. I know this hadn't come out too well, so we'll do our best with it. I decided to stick with the manual pickup because the hopper system just didn't look that great, and we still got to replace that block. But, and again, my redstone shulker box is just kind of chilling up there. But yes, let's go ahead and activate this and give this a shot just to see what it looks like. So we'll have all of our Nether Wart to come to us. Wow, this is jumping about. It's kind of a funny thing to look at. And that's not good. But we are picking up our Nether Wart for our manual pickup. But this is not good. We cannot have that. So we got to get some slabs up on that. It's happening on both sides, which isn't good. But everything else seems to work just fine. If we were to deactivate this, it should shut off the water and it'll be all good to go. Just kind of waiting for it. There it comes, and then that will stop feeding into the glass. Great. Now it's just a matter of keeping that Nether Wart from bouncing onto our birch, which shouldn't be too difficult. We'll figure out some kind of a system, which I think I'll just go with another row of birch in the middle. So we will give it a test in and see if it's good. Okay. Last shulker box in my inventory? Yes. Okay. Now, if we were to fly above this contraption, it obviously looks really cool from above. Looks very cool because you see the red contents of it. You can see the circuit prongs kind of hooking into my brewer station. And, you know, I look at it on the side, all right? I'm just, don't like the way it looks much right now. It's going to take some time to get used to. I think I'm going to let it age a bit, and I'm going to somehow do a connection with these prongs from there to here instead of going up this way, because it's obviously not going to line up. And I think that'd be a cooler solution to the problem. And, you know, I think it just needs to age a bit. But we have made some improvements to the Nether Wart farm. We can now use a piston to access and go inside. And I have also put a ladder on this side so we can access the top. Just a quick jump up, and here we are. We can replant our Nether Wart, and then we're done up here. Pop on down to the bottom layer. So that is it complete. We will let it kind of set for a moment. I will do the circuit prongs off camera so that we can just kind of come back and look at it and see if it has improved any. But for now, let's go ahead and move on to another project. I think we should stand up to what we believe in. We don't need to deal with mobs any longer. I have put in some lighting for my base all the way around. I have done literally every corner. If a mob spawns under these conditions, I am very concerned for my health and for the health of this base as well. I'd be just over here working on a redstone contraption. A creeper would just come hopping up and be like, hey, how's it going? I'd be like, my day is booming. No. Cheesy Minecraft jokes. You gotta love them sometimes. I went through a full night of AFKing, and I've got to say, I am very happy. There has been no mob spawns on my base. Oh, this is great. I'm free. I'm finally free. Now let's go ahead and get on with another project. We do have a lonely zombie on this island. I feel a bit sad for him. He's kind of wondering about, like, where do I go? Oh. Hi, TOD here. We're going to be doing an episode with Waffle Sick. No. I'm Wish, man. I miss you. I miss you, TOD. I wonder how you've been. I know you've been at the military and, you know, things are kind of busy. I'm hoping you're doing okay. But I'm over at Spawn to introduce a new member to the WayStone. Thunder Gaming has joined us. He has already recorded episode 1. I will be leaving a link down in the description for you if you're interested in checking him out. And I do recommend it. He has got some good stuff going on. But I'm not only over here at Spawn to introduce him and also talk to the fake TOD. I am at Spawn to look at something, and this looks great. Jados has, I think, done this. I'm not for sure. I think so. But this looks great. I love the wall effect. This is so cool. If we can kind of like do some kind of effect above this, like maybe a fence effect, that would just blow it out of the water. But let's go over to this barn area where Pickle's castle once resided. It has been removed. You know, remember the AFK episode, the AFK house episode. But yeah, I had told people, I was like, hey, WayStone people, we need to fill in this area. Feel free to build. Llama Freak and Blue Blaze had come over and done an incredible job. so far. Like this. Wow, check this out. I mean, the custom tree with the custom ravine to go with, that is just beautiful. I love it. A little walkway bridge. I mean, it just all fits in, snug fit. I love it. But we're over here to do our next project, which is going to be some type of filler. And I want to do something cool like this. I don't have that much talent, but we'll think of something, right? And it's not going to be a house. I built too many houses. You would think of all these chests, I would have a redstone torch. And as soon as I start saying that, I have a redstone torch in that chest. But yes, I have decided what I wanted to do. And you may be wondering, why do I have this in my inventory? I don't think I've blown up any TNT on camera ever. I don't think I've ever done it. Well, that's about to change today. We're going to be doing a mine project. This is something I did mention in my live stream when we first began building the Redstone Village. And to begin this, I don't know how to do natural terraforming. Yeah, that's just not my cake, right? Well, we need to blow up some stuff. We're gonna have some fun every once in a while. I may not even have to do this once I look at this a little bit more. Because there's a river. I keep forgetting there's a river, a massive river. I had shown Llama Freak one day. I was like, hey man, check out this massive river. I think this has done the work for us. Just kind of making, I was really wanting to use TNT. This is really disappointing. Okay, this should be fine. Let's go ahead and ignite that. We can use some TNT, but it's gonna probably blow a hole. Oh, thank goodness. That's gonna blow a hole in this wall. And this is what's blocking the waterway outside. So now it's just a matter of getting all of this junk out of the way so that we can start building our mine, which is going to be about this deep. It's just for aesthetic purposes. I got some cool ideas to do with it. Just a few more blocks and we should have a nice little area to work with. And it seems I've got a couple of blocks to place here and then maybe one there. I think that would be about it. Do this one as well. Pop that, there we go. So we have some foundation to work with, which is our mine. And you know, I've just kind of speckled in different types of stone and I've got to make some sort of spiral staircase going into the mine itself. As far as blocking people from falling in, that is going to be a different story. I'm not absolutely sure what we're going to do with that. Maybe make some iron fences for the top layer to give it something different. Now I look at Llama Freak's area and he has some cobblestone. I need to put some of that there as well. Maybe some slabs, maybe some stairs. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. We're looking around for some redstone ore. Cannot seem to find any. I do have some slabs to work with maybe. I don't know. I don't really need that darker color, do I? I have grabbed a few things out of here, but I cannot seem to find that one thing. I may actually make use of that spruce and nothing in here. A diamond horse arm. Oh yes, there is. There is iron ore we can make use of. And is there redstone ore in this one? Or that one? Is there no redstone? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Sweet. So we can use that. I think that's pretty much everything I need for now. That should be a good decor for it. Domes, what do you guys think about it? I don't know. Don't ask me. I am looking at this and I'm like, it looks okay. Speckled in some of that structure and we also have the stone brick, but I look over at a real builder's build and I'm just like, wow, how does he do that? That is insane. I wish I could do half of the stuff that Llama Freak does. He has an insane amount of creativity. But, you know, if we were to take a look at my little build, kind of just in the corner of things, we can go inside and see what's up. So we do have some glowstone to light up the area. And if we were to proceed down in our mine shaft, we do have some gray carpet covering our lighting. And it just kind of looks like parts and patches of the stone in a way. And, you know, a glowstone for some aesthetics and our precious materials. I have used the iron bars to give this place a lot of structure because obviously you wouldn't want to be walking up rickety stairs. That just sounds like a bad idea. But also we have the little miner shaft that I think is coolest. We have a little humble abode in here. to store all of our precious material and transport it, but you gotta imagine that it is somewhat of an abandoned build. Like, it's an abandoned mine shaft, you know, kind of got that rickety feel. And it's becoming night. It's slightly concerning because I'm seeing mobs, but if you just take a look at Llama Freak's builds, I mean, it's crazy the inspiration you can get from just these small things, like using leaves to freshen up the area. And the stairs on the tree, that's smart. It's very smart. Go away, please. And something else I just noticed, like I barely noticed this, it's just a very minor detail. Concrete powder for grass, like little specks of grass to give it texture. That is smart. Wow. Why can't I think of this stuff? I mean, seriously, it's incredible what people can do. But if you guys have any suggestions on what I can do to improve this build, and hopefully minor suggestions, I don't want it to be crazy because I don't want to have to change the whole build. It's more of a filler. But we really should get out of here before the zombie gets us. And before I do, WayStone members, if you'd like to change this up a bit, then feel free. It's up to you. But for now, I've got to get out of here. If you live in the United States, happy Independence Day whenever it does hit. If you are not back on my channel by then, just giving you a heads up. But I think that's going to be about it for this episode, guys. Next episode, I do have an interesting project that's going to involve me building about me, as weird as that is. But you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the video later down the road.